What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always. And I'm sorry for not posting this video earlier, like the last session, but I got sick, I have no control over that. But today we're doing the last part, and it's anti-sidestep with Kazuya. And Kazuya is incredibly vulnerable to people who sidestep to their left. So Law steps to his left, towards his left shoulder. Kazuya is extremely weak to this. It's ridiculous how weak he is to this. If you step left, all of his key moves and pretty much his entire move list is gone. And yeah, that's how easy it is to do anti-Kazuya, step to the left. So what Kazuya players have to learn is, what do we do to shut this down? It's so vital at the highest level. I'm just gonna demonstrate what this looks like very quickly. Okay, I'm sure you're starting to understand. But yeah, key moves like forward 3, hell sweep, forward 4, down forward 1 series, everything. If the opponent sidewalks, he will find himself in Kazuya's back. And as we know, a lot of characters have, like for example, Law gets back to 3-4, a lot of characters get extended combos in the back and can pretty much kill you. So this is an enormous weakness, and now we have to look at what kind of moves do we have to shut people down. And first of all, I'm just gonna cover Sidestep For. It's a move I didn't mention in my main Kazuya guide, and that's a tragedy, but I didn't know better then. I'm a better Kazuya player today than I was then. So what is Sidestep For? It's a move that if you step to the left, you will counter their step to the left, and you will, yeah, launch them. It's a mid launcher. It's got enormous range. You can compare this to forward 3, for example. It's a safe mid launcher with great range. If you compare it to, for example, Jin's forward 3, very similar in animation, but Kazuya's is faster and it's got more range. So like, yeah, good mid launcher, right? Yeah. Except it's very steppable to the left. Sidestep For has got better range. If you haven't checked this in practice mode, I mean, it can look quite ridiculous how good the range is. I'm standing here on the black line here. Forward 3, no way it's gonna hit. Sidestep For connects, and it's completely safe. Forward 3 is 0 on block. Sidestep For, not as good on block, but it's -7, so it's not that bad. It's a really good move. And if they block it, if you do it from a proper range, you'll still be far away from them. So this is a really good move. This is the combo. I like to do this. Down forward 1-4, you have to dash in properly, and then dash in again for the follow-up. It's a really, really good move. And as I said, we use this in anti-sidestep fashion, because when you step to the left doing this, so not stepping right, you will always step to the left, you will counteract someone who does one step to the left, and you will launch him. And this move is very spammable due to the long range hitbox and being perfectly safe. I hope you got that, because this is key. But you must remember, if your opponent does a side walk, not a side step, he keeps walking, this move will not connect. It's not a homing move. It will connect, however, if he does a side walk from long range. As you can see, I'm much closer to hitting it, and it connects. So I just wanted to get that clear. So if you're from point blank, like so, you cannot use this as a homing move. Only if they do a sidestep, so not a sidewalk. So yes, this move is amazing. I have to stress this. Okay, now we're going to talk about Kazuya's proper homing moves. And I want to mention first back 4, which is the move he got for Tekken 7 FR. It's the second kick, second kick. It's basically the kick from his old string down forward 1-4. This is high, so it's duckable, but it's fast. It's much faster than while standing free, which is another homing move. So this is kind of a homing you will be using. Most people sidewalk, they don't duck. Back 4 will connect. Unfortunately, it only does 20 damage, but it does launch. Gives a screw on counter hit, giving us quite some damage. You cannot do a second screw here. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh god, now we're at the wall, Jesus. So we don't get an additional screw there. So you have to do yeah, a good combo of choice here. I like to do multiple electrics, but if you can't do that, just do whatever. But so, it's a pretty good move, and as I said, it's perfectly safe. But other than that, you have while standing free, which you very seldom see used because it's so slow. And the problem here is that forward free, some people who have insanely fast reactions can actually react to this. A lot of people use this as a 50-50 with Kazuya Hell Sweep or forward free. But forward free comes out, as I explained in my timing video, it comes out much slower than the Hell Sweep. And Kazuya immediately in the animation shoots straight up with his body. And some people react to this and they're like, oh, he's standing, it's not a Hell Sweep. So it's forward free. And while standing free has the same problem. He immediately goes straight with his body and then does a slow mid kick. So most people block this. But it is homing and it does wall splat. So near a wall, it does have use. It does have merit. But out in the open, you'll use this even though it's high. Because most people sidewalk, they don't duck. It's a really good move. So while standing free, not the best homing move. But we're gonna discuss while standing 2. Launching mid homing move. Really fast at 16 frames, even though you gotta duck to do it, of course. But it's a very, very good homing move. And the drawback here, of course, is that it's more minus than a lot of people think. A lot of people think like, oh, it's like down for 2. It's 12 frame punishable. But it's actually minus 18. So pretty much every character in the game can launch you for this. But abuse the fact that most people don't know how minus it is. And it's fast, so you have to react quickly to be able to launch it. But a favorite is doing this out of, this is a very advanced technique. Doing the move out of, doing it out of a crouch dash or a wave dash. Check out my wave dash guide to learn how to do this. It's complicated, but it's very strong. And it's because Kazuya, as he's doing this, doesn't have the shoot upright with the body animation to make people see that, oh, okay, it's a forward free or something like that. And it's the exact same speed out of the way crouch dash as the Hell Sweep. We're both 16 frames, so it's a perfect mix-up. So it is a great mix-up, but don't abuse this if someone is actually launch punishing you for it. But when you're at the level that people launch punish this every time they see it, we're talking about the highest level of Tekken gameplay. So this is a great move, in my opinion. And learn to do it out of wave dash. It's very important. Very important. And you get the high damage combo, you know, with this, as I showed in the combo video. The combo guide. Okay, yeah, I'm not warmed up, I'm sorry. But so that's good stuff. And then I want to talk about down for... Oh, God. I can never stop doing electrics. Down forward 2, which is 14 frames, homing, mid, counter hit, launch. yeah, for big damage. Well, you'll probably not do that, but you'll do something. Oh, you can do 3-1-4 there, but I never do it. You can do this. Yeah, and end with a down forward 4. But I didn't show the high damage option you have if you don't want to go for perfect electric. You can actually go for 1-2-4-3. Very easy, high damage. I should have shown this combo in part 3. But so please make note of that combo. If you can't perfect electric, which is a lot of people out there, that combo does a lot of damage and it's very easy. And you just do a small dash after this into down forward 1-4, and I actually dropped it, so that's perfect. A very small micro dash. It's pretty much like with Jin $100 combo. So down forward 2, if it's not counter hit, the reward is not massive. You're like +5, I think, +5 or 6 frames. Only 22 damage. But the problem here is that if it's blocked, you're at -12. And if someone does this to your face, you know, it hurts a lot. So I tend to go with back 4 instead. Or sidestep 3 and hoping they don't sidewalk. Because these options are safe. But there's another option I do want to show you guys, and it's advanced, but it's very strong. The twin pistons actually track really well to Kazuya's weak side. And these, just like the while standing 2, we can do out of wave dash by tapping back 1-2. Oops. Really strong. Note that if I do a hell sweep here, it's gonna miss most of the time. But the twin pistons, oh sorry, God, they track. So and twin pistons, 13 frame fast, super fast. Natural combo, mid launcher. And it's -12 in this game, so you'll eat a back 1-2, but it's a bigger reward than down forward 2, you know, on natural hit. So I wanted to mention those because, I mean, in your 50-50 mix-up, you know, where you knock someone down, for example, with a hell sweep, and they might start sidewalking after their tech roll. So using this mix-up, you know, hell sweep, forward 3. Forward 3 is always risky because it's so steppable to the left. It's safe on block, that's great. But if people step you, they're gonna kill you. They're gonna down forward 2 you up in the air. So I've lately just started to, instead of doing forward 3, I use the twin pistons as my 50-50 mix-up. And it's kind of hard to do, but you should learn how to do it because it's so powerful. The drawback is, yeah, it's not safe like forward 3, it's -12, but you're never gonna get it stepped. And it's super fast. So people, it's gonna mess with people's fuzzy guard, you know. Because this mix-up, hell sweep and forward 3, some people who are very used to seeing it block it very well. But if I do this, you know, we have no chance of fuzzy guarding it. It's so fast. So yeah, -12 is the drawback, but what do we get? Faster tracks to Kazuya's weak side. So yeah, learn how to do this, my friends. Very powerful. So what have we learned in this guide? Back 4, good. Sidestep 3, good. Really good against Kazuya's weak side. But only for sidesteps, not sidewalks. And of course, the twin pistons. Why is it good compared to forward 3? I gave you numerous reasons for that. Down for 2 is also good, but it's minus 12. Don't underestimate while standing 2. It's a 16 frame fast, long range. It's got much better range than you think. Long range mid launcher. It is minus 18, but most people won't punish it properly. And a good mix up. Oh god. Good mix up from way back. Jesus. And there my cell phone goes off. But that's it for this guide. I hope I learned you something, I taught you something, and I hope you have a nice day. Take care.